Have you ever met someone whose smile felt warm, but a little too fragile? Like sunlight seen through old glass, beautiful but distant enough to make you ache? Tsumugi Wenders is that kind of girl. Hyrie first sees her sitting on the lighthouse railing at sunset, humming a tune she can't quite remember, as if she's calling out a memory she lost, or maybe one she never had. And from the moment she turns toward him, the feeling is unmistakable. This is a girl caught between wanting to live and being afraid she won't know how. Because some summers don't give you clarity, they give you a choice. And Tsumugi's entire arc is a slow, quiet decision to say, I want to be here, even if I'm scared. Welcome to part 3 of our 5-part video essay on Summer Pockets. Today we are talking about Tsumugi Wenders, and let's not prolong it any longer, let's continue. So, compared to the grand emotional storms of other heroines, Tsumugi enters Hyrie's life like a soft breeze. No drama, no chaos, no tragic backstory thrown into the open. Just a simple introduction. A girl who says she's looking for what she wants to do, a girl who likes old things, books, trinkets, dusty corners, because they feel polished by time. A girl who seems gentle, polite, and a little too careful with her words. Her relationship with the lighthouse feels symbolic before we even understand why. She sits high above everyone. She watches the sea as if waiting. She hums songs she doesn't fully remember, and Tsumugi feels like a pause in the summer, a place where everything holds its breath. And Hyrie, who carries his own silent weight, recognizes that pause immediately. He doesn't know her story yet, but he knows what loneliness looks like. At first, Tsumugi feels like the innocent heroine archetype. Soft-spoken, polite, a little naive, a little too formal. But the more time Hyrie spends with her, the more this innocence reveals itself as something else entirely. Hesitation. Tsumugi isn't naive, she's cautious, as if she's watching the world from 2 steps away, testing every choice before she makes it. She likes rules because rules make life predictable. She likes routines because they keep her anchored. She likes the lighthouse because it's steady, unmoving, safe. Where Kamome barrels into summer like a runaway suitcase, Tsumugi approaches everything like she's afraid the world might tip if she presses too hard. And this is where her arc hits emotionally. Tsumugi isn't lost. She's afraid of moving, because moving means risking change. Her humming, that soft, half-forgotten melody, becomes a symbol of her inner world. A desire she can't name, a dream she can't articulate, a song that hasn't fully formed. And Hyrie feels it too. Her presence nudges something inside him, something he's been holding shut. Tsumugi's route in the anime starts gently. Beach days, lantern festivals, silly conversations, late night hangouts under warm lamplight. But slowly, subtly, something feels off. Tsumugi avoids talking about her past. She hesitates whenever feelings deepen. She vanishes from scenes a little too easily. Her sadness comes and goes like shifting wind. And the truth blooms slowly. Tsumugi is not fully a girl of this era. She isn't a ghost, she isn't a hallucination, she isn't a spirit in the traditional sense, but she is connected to something older, a past that the island hasn't let go of. Her relationship with the lighthouse reflects this perfectly. It's a monument to waiting, a place where people looked out for someone who never arrived, a symbol of longing that lasted for decades. The anime keeps her past understated, gentle, implied, never spelled out harshly. But the emotional truth is clear. Tsumugi represents a story that was left unfinished. She carries the weight of a girl who hesitated too long, whose chance slipped away, and whose feelings were never resolved. Hyre isn't just spending summer with a girl, he's helping a heart remember how to beat. One of the most beautiful parts of Tsumugi's arc is how small the turning points are. She laughs a little more freely, she leans in when she speaks, she lets her guard down, she allows summer to touch her, even if it scares her. Hyre and their friends build a makeshift balcony out of recycled cans, paringles, just to make her smile. They give her a place to stand, not above the world, but with it. And piece by piece, Tsumugi begins to choose life instead of watching it pass by. Not through dramatic declarations, but through gentle, everyday bravery. Sitting closer, speaking honestly, trying something new, humming a song fully instead of half remembered. And when she finally says what she wants, when she finally calls this summer hers, you feel something click into place. This wasn't about saving her, this was about letting her step forward. Even if her time on the island is fleeting, even if she can't stay forever, the growth is real. Tsumugi chooses to live a summer she was once too afraid to begin. Tsumugi's story carries a quiet truth. Not all connections are meant to last a lifetime. Some are meant to save a moment. Hyre arrives on Torshorishima as a boy running from his own broken future. Tsumugi arrives as a girl afraid to create one. They meet exactly where they need to, in a summer that exists outside the usual rules of time and consequence. And through each other, she learns that beginnings are worth risking. He learns that endings aren't always failures. Tsumugi doesn't teach Hyre to forget. She teaches him to step into life imperfectly, softly, courageously. Her arc reframes the whole series. You don't need decades to matter to someone. Sometimes one summer is enough. And so Tsumugi's soft summer fades into memory and Hyre steps into the next, because the island isn't done with him yet. Next is a girl who sees the things most people try to forget. A girl tied to the island's deepest wound and its oldest memory, Ao Sorakado. So next time we will talk about her in our 5-part, 5 summers, 5 stories, and 1 journey. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. And, well, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.